Slide Thursday. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Up here at the top of the bump slide, all the way down into Friday. Woo-hoo-hoo. Hey, I have something. I know how much you like hacks. Tim and I find these little
things, hacks.
When we're going into, you know, the cyber world to find stuff to talk about. Tim finds these hacks, and I love them as well.
Like how to pack your suitcase.
Yeah, right. Those little cube things. Like, I have to get some of those. I never go anywhere, but you know.
You go to Espanola.
Yeah, I do. Speaking of Espanola, remember yesterday was Pink Shirt Day.
It was so.
And I wore a pink sweater that is a summer sweater, so it was hanging, so I had the hang marks. My cousin Nick in Espanola.
She was watching yesterday, you told us that.
And said, congratulations. She said, I have a hack for you.
for those.
Hang your sweaters inside out.
And then the things go.
And then the kamasavas go inside, you can't even tell. How smart is that?
I have another hack.
What's your hack?
Okay, take your sweater and like fold it like shoulder to shoulder.
Yes.
Hang it over the hanger.
Oh.
Just hang it with the like lengthwise. You know what I mean?
But sometimes that leaves a mark across the middle of you.
That's true. That could happen too. All right.
I like mine better.
Okay, Nikki. Thanks, Nick, you win with the hack.
Right on.
I was on the internet today. You know, I go looking for fun things. It's National Tooth Fairy Day.
Oh gosh, you know what? She's becoming a little unreasonable. She's demanding way, way, way too much money now.
Guess how much estimate gets delivered? This is just a U.S. figure. For the United States alone.
Like a total figure?
A total amount annually delivered by the Tooth Fairy.
Oh gosh. Well, we used to get like quarters, right?
Yeah.
Kids now get bills.
I got dimes.
Did you?
I think I might have gotten quarters when I got older, but...
That's because you were a bad kid.
Yeah, that's true.
I think, let's go in the millions.
700 million.
What? What?
The Tooth Fairy, knowing me spit.
Man!
The Tooth Fairy delivers $700 million annually in the U.S. alone.
She's got a compound with fence around it. She's got security guards because she can afford it, apparently.
She's one rich fairy.
Holy moly.
I wish I had a rich fairy. Hey, listen, but you know where... There's all kinds of superstitions about... Superstitiousness. About the Tooth Fairy.
Yes.
What do you
One of them is, I used to tell my kids when we'd go across the river, you know how there's the train bridge? As you're driving across the river, there's a train bridge beside you, kind of lower down.
Yes.
Those little cabins, I used to tell my kids when we drive across that that's where the Tooth Fairy lives.
That would freak me out. That would freak me out.
No, but it looks
like a little fairy hat?
No, but it looks kind of scary. It's
Do you
all
think the Tooth
dark
Fairy is
and
scary?
No, but that's why I said. One of my kids said to me, "Mom, I look scary down there."
Oh, it's not scary. You made it happy.
Yeah, so I made it a happy little place.
You made it a happy place.
Yeah. What do you have as far as her?
Well, listen. There were superstitions back in England in the Middle Ages that when a baby lost its teeth, you had to burn the teeth. If you didn't burn the teeth, you didn't protect the baby from the afterlife. So, in other words,
the baby would die?
I know it'd have hardships in the afterlife if you didn't, because it would spend eternity searching for its baby teeth.
Wow.
Like when you're all grown up and you pass away, your spirit's going to search for baby teeth, and that's. I'm sorry, I just read this stuff.
Of television.
And
guys, really?
Did you know that Vikings believed that it's good things like to have possessions, children's possessions on them in battle? It brings good luck. So they would pay kids to give them their teeth, and they hang them on their neck and go to battle with baby's teeth in the Norse tradition.
Really?
There you go, paying for teeth.
Paying for teeth. Maybe that's where it started. Those Vikings. Yeah.
I'd be worth about $1.50.
You still don't have your real teeth, do you?
I broke my teeth when I was 8.
I'm bugging you.
I was running up the back stairs of our house and I tripped and fell and I pushed my baby teeth back. I didn't actually break them. I like pushed them back in.
Oh,
I know.
That's horrible.
It was awful.
Wow.
And then I fell again when I was. Oh no, I think I fell when
last week.
No, I think I fell when I was 4. I fell when I was 4 on my baby teeth. Then I fell again when I was running to school with my sister Michaela. We were going to catch the bus. Remember did you ever go on choirs? You would go to school, you got on the bus and you go to the armory and you'd sing for the Kiwanis Festival.
No, we walked everywhere, Tim.
Well, we walked to school, but then from school you took the bus to the. Oh, you were Espanola.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was running to, and my sister and I were walking back to school after lunch to go on the bus.
Right.
To go sing at the festival. I was so excited. I loved the festival. Mrs. Stewart's, hello. Anyway, I stopped to tie my shoe, and my sister kept on walking. I was like, Michaela, wait up, and she wouldn't wait. Michaela, wait up, and she wouldn't wait. And then I started to run, and I never got my footing. And she turned around just in time to see me hit, but I hit here, and I slid, and then my tooth went through my lips.
Ew!
I broke both my front teeth. These are caps.
Wow.
Yeah, I had a silver tooth for a long time.
Did you really?
I should bring a picture in me. I had like a little cravat. I was very groovy.
So was the silver tooth
a big silver
like
tooth.
on purpose?
Yeah, the big silver tooth, because my teeth were so young, they couldn't cap them or do anything because they were still growing in. I was only like, you know, young.
You had
I
a
think I was
silver
10.
tooth.
Big honkin' silver tooth on this side and a chipped tooth on this side.
Well, as if you didn't have enough to deal with in your life.
As if.
And now you have a silver tooth
And
in
it's
your head.
all my sister Michaela's fault because she
Thanks,
wouldn't wait up.
Michaela. Nice. Wait for your brother. Hey, you know what? Lady Gaga, of course, we're still talking about her and Bradley Cooper's performance on Sunday night at the Oscars. People are just like, for sure, they're doing it. Well, she was on Jimmy Kimmel last night and said,
Oh, she was?
she's not paying any attention to any of the rumors. And
Right.
she says, this is a quote, first of all, social media, quite frankly, is the toilet of the internet.
Ooh.
And what it's done to pop culture is abysmal. So imagine that. She's a little bit ticked. She said, you were supposed to think that we were in love.
Right, that's
because we're
performance.
actors. And
That's what I thought.
the movie is a love story.
See?
Hello.
And did they not ask his wife or something about what she thought, or his girlfriend?
His ex.
Oh, his ex. And what she
His
said?
ex-wife said on Twitter, somebody made one of those comments, and his ex-wife
Yeah.
from years ago just said, "Ha!" So now everybody's talking about that, saying, "Oh yeah, you know, she knows that Bradley is a runaround."
Is he a dog?
I don't know,
I don't like to believe that's true.
but he has a little girl, he has a child, a 1-year-old with a supermodel. So you know. I'm just saying.
He said,
She was sitting between Bradley and Lady Gaga, and before the performance, if you saw it, they walked up the stairs together onto the stage, which
Yes.
was awesome. They were holding hands across her. If you watch just
Oh,
before
really?
they stand up,
In front of his girlfriend?
in front of the model. So she jumped up out of her seat when they were done for a standing ovation.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's all fake. It's all fake.
It's all fake news.
So on TV last night, The Masked Singer ended.
It
now
ended.
you were away. You were gone. You
Yes.
were away. I think you missed 2 episodes of The Masked Singer because
I don't watch it.
I was giving you.
I was
updates.
away. Yes.
Keith nailed it every time.
Did he?
He guessed almost everybody except for that football Terry Bradshaw. He even knew Rumor Willis. He guessed her before you should.
Really?
Did you hear her sing?
No.
Honey.
Can she sing?
Holy, yeah. Apparently
Really?
she was in Chicago, the stage version.
I did know that, yes.
Yeah, so she can sing.
Oh.
Gladys Knight. It was Gladys Knight. Remember
It
me saying it
was.
was? Oh my gosh, she was
She's
so
phenomenal.
One of the clues for her, because they gave clues all along.
Yes.
One of the clues was that this woman can cook or something, and they had like waffles and stuff. And I guess Gladys Knight is known for her cooking.
Yes.
So, and at one point, somebody had guessed she was Patti LaBelle. And
Because
so,
Patti LaBelle can cook too.
but she
has
said
her
no.
own
But
show.
you know what? What did Gladys Knight says to the host last night? She goes, "Patty can't cook." Gladys Knight says, "Patty can't cook."
That's funny.
It is, and they're friends.
Little feud.
Absolutely. So anyway, Gladys Knight was the B. Donnie frickin' Osmond. It was Donnie.
No!
I was so torn. I thought it was Donnie, then I thought it was Neil Patrick Harris. It was Donnie Osmond. And while he was doing that show, he was performing in Vegas every night. Can you imagine flying in, doing a show?
Wow.
Well, I guess Vegas and LA aren't that far apart, but anyway.
But still, you
But
gotta
he had to
get
go
there.
in rehearsal and do the
Yeah,
whole thing and
yeah.
then go back to Vegas.
What was he?
He was a big peacock. Luann, I didn't know. It sounded kind of like him. His voice sounds great.
You know
it's
what?
like it's
He's-
conditioned
yeah.
or something, and he can move.
He can still sing.
And the
believe it or
winner,
not.
the final winner, the big winner for the whole thing that nobody guessed who he was, and he was apparently the best vocalist according to the audience,
Oh, okay.
was the Monster. Nobody figured this one out but Keith. T-Pain. I don't even know who T-Pain was.
I don't know
That's him
T-Pain.
right there. Apparently he got really ostracized from the music industry because he used auto-tune. You know when you sing and you can change the sound of your voice by just using a computer, like auto-tuning?
Making everybody a singer.
Well, true.
Even me.
So he apparently got shunned. And that's why he was talking about, they asked him at one point, are you a musician? And he said, some people think so. Or some people don't think so.
Ooh.
Yeah. So anyway, T-Pain was the big mass
So what do you
singer.
think about that thing?
Auto-tune?
Yeah.
I think it's an interesting device to use for an effect. I don't think it should be used to actually correct someone's pitch.
Well, to me, if you're using auto-tune, you're more of a technician than an artist, in my mind.
Yes. But it's for...
But I don't know...
I could understand, like, for a chunk of a song to make it, to go to auto-tune.
To make it funky and
but to actually use
almost
it
make it obvious.
To use it to create licks for somebody that they can't do, I don't think that's fair. That's cheating.
Well, it is. You
remind me to tell you.
I could be a big singer.
Hey, we have draws coming up. We have more Greyhound tickets to give away today.
Holy.
So that's coming up.
They lost last night.
I know.
Yeah,
I know they lost their place.
They're behind Saginaw now.
But they're going to come back. I know they are. So anyway, we got the giveaway, and then Women in Business. Hey, it's the Athena Awards are coming up. Chamber of Commerce, and Sioux College, and then I forgot. So anyway, this when is the news? And I want to talk about rats later on. We'll be back with an interview.
The ones I dated?
Yes, with Monica Dale and Gabrielle Sarlo for Women in Business and the Athena Award right after this break. So stay tuned, please. Here we go. Welcome back. Oh, not to you. Hi, welcome back. You've never been here before. No. Welcome back to Mojo, Luann, and Tim. So listen, we got Gabrielle Sarlo, and we have Monica Dale. Sorry, I haven't had more coffee for me. So listen, you're here, let's see, mostly on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce.
Yes. Yeah.
You are one of the directors of the Chamber of Commerce in Sault Ste. Marie.
I am.
Monica, you're the past president of the Chamber of Commerce. You're still so involved. See you at the awards in the front row all the time. Mm-hmm. You're at Dawson and Keenan, right?
I am, correct.
And you're with S&T Group.
I am with S&T.
S&T. And you are Women in Business.
We are.
And that is why you are here, because there's an award in Sault Ste. Marie. Is it just in the Sault the Athena Award, or is it elsewhere?
It's actually an internationally recognized award.
Yeah. See, I'm glad you knew that, because I did not know that. What's it recognized for? What are we recognizing?
Professional excellence, community involvement, and assisting women to achieve professional excellence and leadership skills.
Wow. Well done. So, Women in Business, leadership skills, and where does it come from? I have notes in front of me, so I can kind of ask. I knew Athena was a Greek goddess.
Yes.
Of what, though? Yeah?
Courage?
Yes, you're right. Courage, strength, enlightenment, and wisdom.
Yes.
Hell yeah, right? All the things you are, Monica.
Oh, thank you.
Because you won the award.
I did.
What year?
Last year.
You were last year's Athena winner. What did that mean to you?
It was an absolute honor to be recognized and to have my name alongside the roster of inspiring businesswomen, previous recipients. It meant a lot to be recognized for the work that I've done.
And you're recognized by your peers. Is that, it's voted on, you're nominated by people.
There is a judging panel.
Yes. Wow. But you're nominated by, can anybody nominate somebody for the Athena Award? How does that happen?
Yes. It is advertised in preparation for our Women in Business breakfast, which is next Friday. And it's introduced to other women in business or peers, like you've said. Okay. And they can nominate. And then, as Monica stated, it is presented to a judging panel.
The judging panel, so Sioux College is one of the big, are they the main sponsor of this award? How does that work? Or
they're the main sponsor of the Sault Ste. Marie Award.
The main sponsor of the Sault Ste. Marie Award?
Yes.
Okay, so who puts the panel, the judging panel together? Is Sioux College responsible, or you have other people as well that are involved?
The Chamber of Commerce puts the panel together, the judging panel.
Oh, the Chamber puts the judging panel together?
Yes.
Okay, and then, so what is Sioux College's involvement then is?
the sponsorship, so the actual.
Okay, I see a whole bunch of other companies here. The OLG, BDC, Northwood, Millworks, Cavana, the Water Tower, Country Way, EDC, Economic Development Corporation. What do all they do? What do
they're all sponsoring our main event, which is the Women in Business Breakfast, which is hosted in celebration of International Women's Day next Friday, March 8th.
Is that when you announce the winner of the Athena Award?
That is
It
when
is.
the award is
Yes.
announced.
Can anybody go to the breakfast?
Anyone could go. The tickets, I believe there's still about 100 left. That was as of a couple days ago.
Okay.
So you can reserve tickets online. They're $35 for chamber members and $45 for non-members.
Where is the breakfast?
It's a Water Tower Inn. Yes. It starts at 7:30. There's about a half hour of networking time at the 7:30 mark, and then breakfast at 8 a.m. And then we will have a panel of local business women.
I see the names.
Yes, and we will be facilitating some discussion amongst them, and it's closing up around 9:45 on Friday morning.
And let's talk
Let's
about
talk
these
about
speakers.
them. Yes, we have some great people represented. Francine Floriani from
Love
Great Lakes
Francine
Honda.
Floriani. Dealer principal of Great Lakes
Yes.
Honda, and such a community-minded person with her business.
Absolutely.
Francine and both Kent as well.
Exactly.
She's so bright. I mean, what a success story, right?
For sure.
So she's going to be speaking. Christina Koprash.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
so the Koprash family has done amazing things. How many businesses have they been involved in? Are they involved in? Right?
I wouldn't be able to count.
No, there's so many, and of course they are. It's the I'm going to say Chippewa. Is it Chippewa Trading Post? Is that what it's called?
The trading.
It's the Trading Post, but there's another. They use the Chippewa Falls. Isn't that what it's called up there? Anyway, it's the Trading Post at Fourth Line, and that's. But among other things,
Yes.
she had huge success. Her mother had huge success. Christina's mother, with the was it Starlight Cleaners? I think it was called at one time. She was at one time ranked as like one of the 50
She was.
richest women in Canada.
Wow.
I know. That's super successful. And Christina has now Crush Clothing Boutique.
Exactly. Yes.
Another entrepreneur, young entrepreneur in the city.
Yeah. And then we have Lisa Bell Murray, and she is Senior Vice President and Chief Financial Officer at OLG.
Wow.
So that's a lot.
And who's Max Anderson?
She is coming from Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan.
Oh!
Yes. So she is coming to speak on our panel. She is the owner of Max PR.
So it really is international too then, isn't it? I mean, you're bringing people from across the river in.
Yeah.
So they're going to speak, the award's going to be given out, and there's networking. Let's talk a little bit about the networking and the support that there are supports in place in the community for women in business. Is it a pretty unique thing, do you think, still, to be a female entrepreneur or a business owner, or what?
I think the ratio's closing, but there's still a lot of work to be done. I think women still do have challenges in everyday workplaces to fit into the realm. Like
There's still a bit of a glass
issue.
ceiling to crash through, isn't there?
It is,
I mean,
yeah.
but we certainly made headway. So how do you overcome some of the obstacles or the barriers that come from being a woman in business? I mean, you have groups you can get together and talk to about the issues. What kind of groups are in town?
Absolutely. There are several groups in town. Sioux Women in Business is one of the larger groups, headed up by Marnie Stone, and they get together monthly to have a luncheon meeting, and then usually there's an evening get-together as well. But just networking, bouncing ideas and issues off of other women, and having that support network behind you is a great support.
It is. You know, speaking of Marty, think about that family businesses. They're coming up to, they're in their 90th something year, 92nd year or something like that. It's one thing to come into a family business, but it's another thing completely to keep it surviving. And Marnie has done that in the face of adversity. When her father Peter and her grandfather had that store, there weren't the big box stores that there are now that she had to compete with.
Right.
And she has through client-centered care, through great service, great customer service, she has maintained that client base and has, to have that store going and then to expand even speaks volumes. And she's a past Athena winner as well, is she not?
She is as well, yes.
Yeah. So let's review again about the luncheon itself.
Yes, so it is a breakfast. That's
lunch.
okay. It's Friday, March 8th, so that is next Friday.
Okay.
Starts at 7:30, breakfast served at 8. We'll have the great panel that we have. Tickets are still available. They can go onto the Sioux Chamber website to reserve those.
Sioux City Chamber of Commerce website?
Yes.
Okay, and that's easy to find too. If you don't know, just Google. Sioux City Chamber of Commerce, and it'll take you right there, I swear.
You can also call. Dawn will be happy to help, Dawn or Bob at the office.
Okay.
You can reserve your tickets, and then it should say on there, on the website, how much they are. $35 for chamber members, $45 for non-chamber members.
How many nominees are there this year?
It's about a dozen.
Whoa.
About 12, yes.
That's going to be so exciting.
I'd also like to mention that Helping Hands is going to be taking in donations for gently used women's business clothing.
Really?
Yes.
That's great. We've had them on the show. They're going for not-for-profit status. They're expanding. They're changing locations. Good for Helping Hands.
Yes.
Wonderful resource in the community as well for people who are, and for a woman in business to have to go out to apply for a job, to dress up.
Absolutely.
Nice touch. All right. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for
Come back on
having
the
us.
show again sometime. Monica, I feel like you've been here before, but I guess because we know each other from, other places. And nice to see you again.
Yes, thank you, Tim, for having me.
Gabrielle Sarlo, you're just like this little girl when I first knew you.
I'm still pretty little.
I know, but you're back in the Sioux, and that's great too.
Yes.
Welcome home.
Thank you.
Nice to have young people come back to the Sioux to establish families and careers and stuff.
Yes.
And all right, so we're going to be back now with Luann. Once again, it's Women in Business and the Athena Awards coming up, and I'd like to have on the show whoever the winner is. Can you arrange that for me?
I
I
can.
certainly can do something.
We'll have the winner of the Athena Award on the show after we announce it next week. All right, so we'll be back with Luann right after this break. Don't go anywhere on Mornings with Luann and Tim. Did you ever watch Star Trek?
Yes.
Did you? Okay, remember the Mind
Like
Melt? What?
Like
the
the
TV
old ones.
series.
Yeah.
Okay, remember the Mind Melt?
Yes.
Okay. There's, on this date in 2013, these scientists from Brazil and North America got together and they trained, so they get these rats, lab rats, and they train these rats to, look at your faces for rats.
Oh, I hate
Okay, so they
rats.
train the rats, you can train rats. They do an LED, so he puts up the Mind Melt picture, thank you. So they train the rats when they see an LED light to push a lever.
Okay.
You can train a rat to do this, apparently.
Yeah.
So you see an LED light and you push a lever.
Okay.
Okay, so now they get a rat in Brazil and a rat in North Carolina. And they put sensors on their brains, electrodes. They hook electrodes up and they link them through a computer from North Carolina to Brazil. Okay, the brain, now their signals are linked.
Okay.
When the one rat in his cage in North Carolina sees the LED light, he hits the lever. The rat in Brazil doesn't have a light, but still hits the lever. They connected their brains through the internet. There, Michael's got the picture up. Look at they got the little sensors on their little rat brains. And the same thing they did they could measure a hole with water with their whiskers. And they would use the whiskers to see how big the hole was. And the other rat would go left to touch the hole this way, that way. The other rat who wouldn't have a hole in front of him would go left and right.
Oh my word.
So guess what they're doing, Luann?
They're going to hook you and I up next.
Wait, here I go. I got nothing. So here's what they're doing, though. They're taking the technology, and $20 million has been invested in Brazil for research to develop robotic exoskeletons for paralyzed humans.
Brilliant.
Using the brain waves to get the...
How smart is that?
Your brain waves would move the ecoskeletons for people who have paralysis.
Oh my word. Wouldn't that be phenomenal?
I know, I'm excited.
Why are you planning on being paralyzed?
No, you never know.
Well, isn't that good though?
I know, and
That's
to
really...
think it's all because of rats. Rats.
I hate rats.
I'm not a fan of rats.
No.
We had kangaroo rats when my brother had a
Ew.
kangaroo rat.
What is that? That
It's
sounds
like a
big.
rat that looks like a kangaroo.
Stop
No,
it.
it's like a little miniature kangaroo, but they can jump, and there's this little guy
Oh,
jump.
see, why is a jumping rat like a
Well,
pet?
what my brother didn't know was the rat could jump so high he grabbed onto the cords from the light that was inside the aquarium and fried his neck open. Yeah, the rat died.
The rat died.
Yeah, kangaroo
by
rat.
execution.
Yeah.
He was fried. Fried rat. Fried rat for dinner.
Hi, rat brains. What do you got? Anything?
90210.
That's a
signed.
postal code.
Yes.
No, that's a zip code.
Yes.
And
Just signed. I don't know if you remember, but it was huge back in the day.
the TV show.
Yes. A huge reunion, 6 episodes, is going to air on Fox. So that's awesome because Tori Spelling and her husband Dean McDermott are needing some money.
They're broke. She already went on The Masked Singer.
And they're actually being sued by a bank
Oh.
to pay down their debt. Like, you guys need to give us some money.
So they're going to go on that show. Are they all coming back? Like Ian Zierling and all the people? Like, are they all?
Ian Zero.
Ian
Ian.
Zierling.
He's so ignorant of 90210 facsimile.
What was the real name of the show? Beverly Hills 90210.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I did. I loved it.
Really?
Seriously. Oh, it was all about the cool kids and how they're, just like us. With money and bathrooms that they can share with their sister and brother. And
That was the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
They had a bathroom they shared.
Yes.
It was always clean. I never understood that. We had
Well,
5 kids.
Alice.
Oh, that's right. They had an Alice.
They had an Alice. I want an Alice. I'm going to get an Alice.
You need
while I'm doing that.
You need an Alice. You need an analyst. Hey, come back and analyze the news for us.
Okay, I'll do that. That's coming up right after this. Stay tuned. I don't know if you've heard about this, but the CBC reporter that actually went to police yesterday.
Did he go?
He did.
Okay, so I didn't know about it until you told me about it yesterday,
disgusting.
and then I looked it up. Tell.
It's so gross. So the CBC reporter is out in the field. He's actually in a comedy club, and the anchor is back in the studio and throws it to him and says, tell us what's happening. So the place is full, and some guy comes up behind him while he's live on the air and starts licking his ear and kissing him on the neck and like doing his tongue stuff, and it was so uncomfortable to watch. I can't
And
even
the guy
imagine.
was creepy looking.
Yeah, I can't imagine that the reporter didn't turn around and punch him. Like,
Just
seriously,
kept on
I know my reaction would have been, get off me. You know what I mean? So the reporter said that Boyd Banks is the guy's name.
Who's
He's
an actor, comedian?
Yeah, he's actually been on some CBC productions.
So he's like a bald head and
yeah.
glasses and just kind of weird looking.
Yeah, he's an odd guy. So anyway, this was at the comedy bar, and the owner of the comedy bar has actually banned him now.
Really?
Yeah. He said, you know what, there's no sense of why he would do something that's stupid. I mean, trying to be funny is one thing, but like the reporter...
They can see. Now tell me if that isn't just
that's
disgusting and gross.
And the reporter said, well, this is getting a little bit awkward, so I'm going to throw it back to you. So he inhibited, technically, the reporter from doing his job. So was that assault or was that sexual assault? He is going to let the police decide that. But he went to the police and showed them the video, and that guy's banned. And you know what? He's been on CBC productions like Schitt's Creek, so like a fairly well-placed comedian actor in Canada, and did a really awful, gross thing. And it's in light of a lot of female reporters have complained over the years that they get cat calls, and especially if you're doing at the end when they're finishing up their story, it's called a stand-up, and if they're out on location shooting the stand-up, people are going by, and if they're covering sports events and guys come in because they're hammered and they get in the shot and call them names that are vulgar
Or get
disgusting.
fresh with them.
Yeah, it's been an issue, and
Now?
this is such an interesting one because historically we've heard an awful lot about female journalists having to deal with this. So this one made me feel so awkward watching it. If you haven't seen it, it's worth a couple of seconds of it if you can stand it, just to see what it is that the story's all about. It's just a totally
Well, when I
weird-
saw it, I thought the guy must have been on something.
well, and you know what? Territorial imperative. You know,
Oh.
everybody needs their
We
space,
all need our
and he
space.
was like laying on. Oh, it was gross.
I need my space.
Yes, move over.
Over. Hey, giveaway.
Yay!
Greyhounds, go and cheer them on, people, because they need our support. They're doing great. They just had a little bit of a setback with Saginaw, but Oshawa and Owen Sound, let's see, they're playing Oshawa on the 1st and Owen Sound on the 3rd. And I've got...
So Oshawa's tomorrow.
And the winner, well, let's see, you have your choice. Here's what I did. When I drew it so that Len Terrio won the Friday, March the 1st one. So Len, congratulations. Your name was drawn. You've got 2 free tickets to the Greyhound game with Oshawa tomorrow night. And our other winner is Chris, I think it's Schoch. C-S-C-H-O-C-H. Or Shock, perhaps?
I think it's Shock.
Okay, Chris Shock. You've won 2 tickets to the Greyhound game on Sunday, March the 3rd, where they're playing Owen Sound. So good luck to the Greyhounds, and have fun, gentlemen. And don't forget to enter our contests at SiouxOnline.com/contests. And we'll be back now. If you like to party and you like snowmobiles and racing and having a great time and family fun and the outdoors, stay tuned. We've got something coming up for you in Sault Ste. Marie this weekend. We'll be right back after this.
We don't want snow.
Welcome back to Mornings with Luann and Tim. Okay, I want to pronounce it right. I've always put the emphasis in the wrong place. It's Patty Wiersbicki.
Correct.
I know.
Very good.
I don't know why I always said Wiersbicki. Wiersbicki.
All depends what part of town you come from, I
Nice
guess.
to meet you. Thanks for being here on the show. And Brandon Lemieux, nice to see you again.
How you doing, Tim?
I'm very well, thank you. River City Motorsports 250, brought to you by GFL Environmental. This event happened years ago, took a bit of a hiatus, and you're back again, bigger and better than ever, right?
Oh yeah.
We are.
Tell me, so this is a sporting event for sleds?
Yep, this is similar to the I-500, if you may have heard of, or the other Mira. We race on ice. There's about 10 inches of ice. Patty's husband and son and a couple other friends have poured over throughout this winter now to prep for this. And there's about 10 inches of ice, and we do 250 laps. We do pit changes and all that stuff, and it's pretty good.
The pit changes you're talking about sound wild, because you actually change blades and stuff on the machine?
Skis.
Oh,
Yeah.
blades. Listen to me. I'm such a jock.
You are all pumped about the skating thing. That's what you're thinking.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So they'll actually take the skis off the machines.
Yeah,
And
we'll actually pull in. We have jacks, guys. We have pit stops, just like NASCAR, and then we come in. We change the skis, fuel, change the riders. We do whatever suspension modifications, and we got to go back out because you can't win if you don't finish.
Timed.
Yep.
250 laps.
Laps. Yep. On a half-mile track, so you're about 125 miles.
How many? Is this teams that are coming to do this, or is it
Correct.
individuals? It's teams.
It's teams. Yeah. There's what 18 to 25, Patty.
Yeah.
Holy smokes!
Yeah.
And they're coming from where, Patty?
Oh, all over Michigan.
Wisconsin,
we have,
Minnesota.
3 or 4 local teams.
Yep. Yeah. we got
Yeah.
Wow, so this is a tourism event too then. You're bringing people into the city.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
400 people coming in just for the races alone, I think.
You guys, that's fantastic. And the preparations, you were talking about this. You started let's tell them where it's happening. This is at the
Runway Park.
Yep, on
Runway
Airport
Park.
Road, right?
Yep. Friday night.
Friday night. But you guys started the prep on this back in
the fall.
I'm going to say
fall.
beginning of September we started getting it all approved and funded, and Patty's been very helpful on that. And then we ended up going and we made the half-mile oval. We spread the clay on it with a dozer before all the frost came, and then when the frost came we had to pack that down. That's where her son Joey came in handy with Ryan Ritchie and Chad Artuzo and John Pinder to help pack that.
Your husband too?
And my husband, yeah.
Yeah, Donnie.
Donnie's been helping.
It's a family affair.
You say you have about 30 different volunteers.
We do. We have
that have been putting that are just on the track alone, like really, right? About 30 people involved in
probably
just
have about
getting
12
on.
different companies donated their plow equipment right now.
It's whatever we've needed. There's been somebody to jump in and say, hey, you can use
From
this.
Archibald Construction, Parniac Construction, Avery's, Right Time Contracting,
Renone's, they
John
all
Pinder.
chip- Yeah, Pinder. You said Pinder. John's been amazing.
Your place, John.
Your place, John,
Yeah.
too.
Well, they got the water truck.
Oh, and that's how you hose the...
Without them, this couldn't happen, so it's going to be a pretty good day, thanks to all those people.
More than a good day, it's going to be a good night on the Friday.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to allow skating on this thing.
Yep, free
That's
skating.
so smart. Oh, I'm spitting on you. I'm so excited. Sorry, Patty. I'm salivating. It's having so much fun. Tell me about the Friday night.
Well, Friday night we're offering free skate just to get everyone out to
the
watch
public.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
What time's that starting?
And
catwalk.
that starts anytime after 4 o'clock. They
Just
can
show
come
up
out.
and skate for
Yeah,
free out
up
at
until
Runway
9
Park?
o'clock. There's going to be a pit walk. The guys will be setting up their machines,
You can
and
go and see stuff.
the
and
kids can go and see what the guys do in their machines and
Get some
meet them.
pictures, autographs, whatever
There's
you
a
want.
welcome party.
Autographs?
Well, if you want, there's a couple big names coming. Like Troy DeWalt's been on quite a run
Oh,
this
yeah.
year. He's won everything he's raced this year, but everyone's trying to take him off the pole.
Oh, really?
It's going to be a big showdown.
So, okay, and then so there's the skating, but there's more happening on the Friday night as well. What else is going
the
on?
hangar's open.
Yeah.
There's a welcome party for the racers coming in. But that's open to
We
all
have
the
food on
public,
hand.
so they
Food
can.
on hand? Who's bringing the food?
Fratelli's.
Fratelli's Kitchen.
Fratelli's. Hi, boys.
Northern Brew Company will be there hosting the beer gardens, and
Beer gardens?
the Airways General Store will have coffee, hot chocolate,
Yep.
and concessions for
For all
the.
the kids.
And that's just the Friday night. That's like the kickoff party.
Yeah.
Then things get going seriously Saturday morning, 8:30.
8:30 a.m. Yeah, we're going to start with qualifying. That's where we're going to find out our spots to start the big race at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
The 250 lapper. All the pro mods will go out. We'll qualify. Then at 9 o'clock.
Pro mods.
Pro mods.
What's that stand? Is that a thing? What does that mean?
The biggest, fastest sleds on ice.
I like how he said that. The biggest, fastest sleds on ice.
Come see Saturday and you tell me. You tell me what a pro mod is. after. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then they do the 8:30. That's the
Yeah,
Qualifying.
qualifying for half an hour, 45 minutes.
then
There's support groups, not support groups, support races, F5s, they're 500cc. It's the stock 600 sportsman class, it's a 600 mod. There are sleds, but 10 years older, and they're coming to do qualifying at 8:30 to 9:30 kind of
Okay.
thing. And then we have mini enduro races.
this is so cool.
Yeah, this is pretty cool because there's 15 lap to 20 lap enduro races we're doing for each of these classes.
Yeah.
And then we roll into around 11 o'clock, I think it is, Patty, the
Yeah,
twin
the twin contracting.
kids mini mania.
Exactly.
Kids Mini Mania.
Yeah.
So twin contracting.
Twin mechanical contracting mini
Yeah.
mania.
They're sponsoring the event, and this is for kids on their 125. Is it
Well, we have a Kitty Cat 120 class, then we have a 200cc class.
Oh, it
also.
goes up to 200cc
Well,
for
yeah,
the kids.
because they just came out with a couple new sleds for kids a few years ago, so we kind of divvied up the categories to make it fair.
How much fun is it to watch the kids race?
Oh, they're so cute.
It's awesome.
Are they? Yeah,
Yeah.
They're my faves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
all get prizes.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
All the kids get
Yeah.
prizes.
Yeah.
Is that courtesy of twin? What'd you say, Wes?
Twin mechanical contracting, yeah, courtesy of them, and also Mira. They also bring little trophies for the kids.
Mira does?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They really, really support new entries like
Yeah.
kids and
That's the future
younger
of
groups,
racing.
So
It
yeah.
is?
Those kids.
The kids.
We have to
of course
cater
it
to
is.
them.
Yeah.
And safety too, right? Is that a big thing for these events that your safety is a
Well,
focus?
safety
or-
we've been working on for months, actually. We just had Mark Judy and Eric Fountain come up last weekend, who are professional flag guys for the last 15, 20 years for I-500 Mira, and they came up with our committee of 15, 20 people, and before we even did anything, we went out to the track together, made a group decision on bank height, bank angle, where the hay bales go, what should be painted, what shouldn't be, because everyone wants to go home. Like, Mira really promotes safety,
Yeah.
and we've got all the right people in place to do so. Like, that's our number one priority.
Okay, so now the kids wrap up, and then it's the main event.
Yep, then the pro mods go out onto the track.
Yeah.
We have our cards, and we'll all go out there with our team. We'll line up in front of all of the fans.
Yeah.
They get a chance to come out right onto the track, sit on the sled, see us, autographs, pictures, whatever. And then that lasts about 45 minutes, I think, half an hour.
Half an hour.
Yeah.
And then we have the national anthem,
Yes.
and then it's go time.
Then it's go time. 250 laps.
150 laps.
And then a party after.
And then there's party, well, the party's all day long in
All
the
day
hangar
long.
there.
All day
We got
long.
music going on, and the concessions are open.
Concessions are open.
Frank
Oh, and
Dettori
then we-
donated his music system and DJ services for us.
DJ
so-
services.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's also a vintage show. I forgot to mention that.
vintage what?
There's the Your Place John Vintage Sled Show and Shine.
Vintage sled show.
Yeah.
That's great. Showing
So
off the older machines.
Bring out the old
Oh
machines,
my
and
gosh.
everybody's welcome to
Registration's
do
already
that.
happened. We're all set to go.
Yeah, it's a go.
Friday 4 o'clock, free skate. And the whole event happens Saturday starting at 8:30. And that's at Runway Park on Airport Road. Thank you so much, Patty. Great meeting
Thank you, Tim.
Brendan, good luck with Brandon, sorry.
Yeah,
good
no
luck with the event. And you should be there. What a great way to spend this weekend, and the weather's supposed to be nice.
It's going to be
Will
a
be.
blast.
All right. And we'll be back with have a blast with Luann right after this.
Okay.
But there's nothing to do in Sault Ste. Marie.
I was just going to say that. What a great event. That sounds
I
like and the
know.
weather's going to be perfect for
Absolutely.
it.
And by the way, Jesus went last night to see Mending Fences.
Oh.
Sioux Theatre Workshop. He said it was wonderful.
Awesome.
His girlfriend cried.
Oh.
Yeah.
Aw.
So check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. And check us out. We're back with our Friday show. Tomorrow. I'll work on my mouth. In the
Tomorrow
meantime,
morning.
We'll see you tomorrow morning. Thanks for watching.